The only guide you need showing you the absolute new fastest way to rank up in Black Ops 6 Zombies, the fastest way to level up weapons, and gain both critical kills and rapid kills for the gold camo, and the easiest fastest way to get the 30 special kills for opal camo. And I really mean it, because just look how many manglers there are on the map. Now, this method is without doubt the fastest method to go through rounds in the entire game, because zombies will only spawn out of 2 windows for the entire game, making this the fastest spawns in the game and the fastest round completions in the game. Now, at any point, Tryout could change this method to definitely use this sooner rather than later, and if this does get changed, I will let you know in the comments as well as a follow-up video, so be sure to subscribe. Now, I'm going to break down this strategy into 2 parts for this video. One is if you're solely going just to get as much XP as quickly as possible to get to Prestige Master, and the second is if you're trying to maximize camo challenges. Diving straight in, before you jump into the game to attempt this method, I highly recommend you have some specific augments on to make this easier. The first is going to be reactive armor for Juggernog, which will allow the zombies to be stunned when your armor's broken, as well as the hardened plates minor augment. And for elemental pop, make sure you have the electric cherry major augment and the chill berry minor augment. If you're simply trying to get as much XP as quickly as possible, then you might want to run cryo freeze in the game, where I recommend ice cloud as the major augment and liquid nitrogen as the minor augment. Otherwise, equip these major and minor augments for napalm burst, and for field upgrades, either run ether shroud with these major and minor augments that you can see, or frenzied guard with the frenzy fire major augment and the extension minor augment. Jumping in game, if you're solely going for XP and want to be as quick as possible, jump into the map Terminus, get the first AMP generator online, then activate the rampage inducer and buy the GS45s off the wall. If you don't have them akimbo, then use them until they're high enough level to equip these attachments onto them, and be sure to save it as a zombie build by pressing the button prompt on the bottom of the menu, so that when you buy them off the wall, they will be akimbo. From here, it's up to you if you want to activate the rampage inducer at this point and play on the first few rounds by quick revive just to get the rounds completed quicker, and then open up and complete the other generators. Or once you've got the power on, you want to buy the dead wire ammo mod, activate the lift, and then go ahead and shoot the electrical boxes that you see here, here, and here, as well as in the Juggernog room up here, and in this box outside. What this is going to do is open a brand new room called the Research Center that you normally build the map's wonder weapon in through the Easter egg quest. However, there is a method where we can have zombies spawn solely through the 2 windows inside this room for the rest of the game. And just before we show you how to do that, I highly recommend you spend another few rounds or so upgrading the pistols in the Pack-a-Punch machine, buying the PhD flopper perk, as well as getting Juggernog. When you are ready with the last zombie left on the round, take it out and then stand in front of these doors. As the round progresses onto the next round, as soon as you have that save and quit option available where it says it will save on that round, save and quit. Once you get put back on the menu, go to your save files and load back into the game you just saved and quit on, and it should load you just in front of the doors. Very quickly run into the room, and as the round progresses onto the next round, you will now be in this successfully, where zombies will only spawn from the window to your right and to the left, and on parasite rounds, they only spawn out of this window, meaning you can see dozens of them spawning in all at once, and you can just take them out with your Mustang and Sallies. Now, because you saved and quit, the rampage inducer will have deactivated, so with the final parasite left, if it's a parasite round, or a zombie if it's a zombie round, leave that one and then run ahead and reactivate it. Now that you're on zombie rounds, you'll notice that the zombies will be spawning incredibly quickly, and you'll be passing through rounds within 30 seconds flat. The only issue is that special and elite zombies do not spawn out of these 2 window locations. They actually spawn outside the room, sometimes very close, such as in the Juggernog room or under the mess hall, but other times can be near the cannon trap, and will be the only thing that will stop the rounds from going super fast. These also act as great points for a quick breather, where you can leave the room to go ahead and buy ammo, as well as go to the arsenal machine and the mess hall to upgrade your pistols, as well as apply the napalm burst ammo mod, which is super effective against specials and elites on this map, and will allow you to get some of the other perks such as quick revive and speed cola. These also tend to be very, very slow, so you will know you're at the very end of the round with no zombies left, and it feel a little too quiet because there is just 1 or 2 specials that are roaming around. And this is where, if you've spawned in with a loadout weapon that you need to get 30 special zombies kills for the opal camo, this is when you can swap to it and use that to very quick and easily take all of those elites out. And again, as long as you end the round whilst in the room, zombies will continue to spawn out of just these 2 windows. Now, because you're standing in this corner, you can see all of the zombies spawning from the left and right, and you can see any special or elite zombies that might be coming through the doorway in front of you. You can also go ahead and pick up up any drops that are going to be around the area if they are directly in front of you, but require some slight moving forwards. But through no time at all, you will be quickly passing through all of the rounds, taking zombies out with those Mustang and Fourths extremely quickly. And if you do have weapon camo challenges that require the 30 special zombies kills, then this is where at the end of the rounds you would swap to it, apply the napalm burst ammo mod, and take out all of the manglers that are left, because after about round 30 you're going to get between 5 and 7 manglers at the end of every round. Meaning, in theory, once you've set this up, your special zombie kills will start slow. As you get through round 20 to 30 and then to 40, the amount you get per round exponentially increase, getting you that 30 special kills very quickly, allowing you to then swap to a different weapon and get the 30 special kills again within 3 to 4 rounds, allowing you to get between 2 and 3 weapons opal every single game. The final thing you want to have is either Frenzied Guard or Ether Shroud equipped, as in the later rounds, the zombie spawns, especially with the Rampage, are so quick and so violent that there is a lot of times where you will simply be swiped too quickly from zombies to be able to plate up or regenerate your health. And this is normally around the cutoff point where I would suggest you maybe exfil, as this method seems to be great to about round 40 if you are solely just trying to get as much XP as quickly as possible with the Rampage Inducer on. But if you're playing without the Rampage on at this point, you'd be using a combination of the Mustang and Fourths and Mutant Injection score streaks to make these rounds go super quick and easily. And then at the end, you would simply take out all of the special zombies with the chance of them also dropping another Mutant Injection. And you could keep going all the way until about round 80 to 100. The only part that will take a bit of time is the initial setup. But once you've got that, you never have to save and quit again. And you can play for as long as you're able to survive. Now, from being set up in here to getting to round 40 took me around 40 minutes. And upon leaving, I gained nearly 80,000 XP, as well as making a ton of progress on the special zombie kills towards opal camo. Earlier in the video, I did mention about this being the fastest way to also get the critical kills. And for this, you'll want to spawn in with the weapon that you want to rank up. And it's completely optional if you want to have the Mustang and Fourth as a backup weapon still. Primarily be using the weapon that you want to rank up. And rather than sit in that corner, you can also sit in the corner to the right of the doorway. This way, only zombies will be funneling straight in front of you, making the critical kill easier, as you have a little bit more time to guarantee that you're aiming for the head. The only downside to this is that you do get a little less drops because they are sometimes a little further away. But a benefit to this is that the elite zombies, such as amalgams, tend to get stuck on the doorway, so they won't actually enter. Manglers still will, however, and this is where perks like Deadshot Daiquiri are going to be so handy for letting you survive even longer here by doing more critical damage, thus getting you closer to the critical kill requirement you need for your gold camo. And have elemental pop with the augments mentioned earlier, as every time you reload, you'll get an electric cherry-like effect that will stun the zombies, on top of having the Juggernog major augment, where every time armor plates break will also stun the zombies. Now, depending on what weapon you're using, this will only be viable up till a certain round, where the zombies will just be so quick that your weapon won't be able to take them out quick enough, or you might run out of ammo. You can do this again with the Rampage Inducer enabled or without for a bit more of a calmer, easy way to go through the zombie hordes. But when grinding weapon camos here, I would advise you either run Frenzied Guard, which will allow you to continue firing without having to reload, which is fantastic, or running Ether Shroud, where both are incredibly viable options, and Ether Shroud will get you out of trouble, especially if you run out of ammo and need to quickly buy some. Now, this method is not ideal for every single weapon in the game when it comes to getting it max rank, as well as getting 2,000 critical kills, but for some of these weapons, it's going to be a ton easier. Now, one quick word of advice as a PSA for anyone attempting this is that sometimes when you save and quit and reload in, there will be an invisible barrier in front of the doors not allowing you to go in, and if it does let you in, then you'll take damage and slowly die due to a death barrier. And if that does happen, leave the room and get to the end of the current round that you are on. You can be anywhere on the map, just get to the end of the round and make sure that you're stood in front of these doors outside the room at the end of the round, take down the final zombie, and when the round flips onto the next one, immediately save and quit, reload back into the game and run into the room, and it should work. But that's a roundup of what is easily the fastest strategy in the game right now to burn through rounds, to earn XP, to earn weapon XP, unlock camos. It is insane. Let me know how you get on in the comments. Be sure to drop this video a thumbs up if it helped, and on your screen now is another Black Ops 6 Zombies video that I know you'll love, so click it.